I know we kind of want to slightly touch on everything. So advertising.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
So this is, I mean, there's a couple ways that you find this, but generally what people do in this business, right? And of course, on this episode, we're breaking down it, in a very simple manner. Advertising agencies, right? Ad agencies, essentially people that you hire to run your Facebook ads, your YouTube ads, your website, right? Maybe create your brand for you. Maybe if you're not one of those people that can build a whole brand out, like we were talking about earlier, and you're selling watches, hoodies, you're selling tripods, microphones, whatever, you know what I mean? And you need to create a brand around that. An advertising agency can do that stuff for you, and they can charge a pretty penny too, because the basic model is that they're gonna want maybe a percentage of sales that you make, or they're gonna charge a retainer fee. That's usually the model, like a $2,000 a month fee to retain them to do all your ads and everything. So the 2,000 plus the cost of the ad spend, right?
Right. And there's a lot of people that don't know how to use like Facebook ads, for example, and they would hire an agency one to two, a couple $1,000s a month, depending on how much they're using Facebook ads on top of, what the actual ads would cost to reach out to a certain amount of people. So I think this thing touch on two things when we say advertising and agencies, like even like this podcast, one day we might want to talk to sponsors who want to advertise on our podcast, or,
Right.
People who want to advertise on our YouTube. If you have a website with high traffic and you want to, so that's another thing. Like, people want to get in the online space and be like, oh, I want to create the new, I'm trying to think of a good website. What's a good website where people post just articles?
Medium.com.
Yeah, like exactly. So people want to go that route and be like, hey, I can create my own my own type of media company,
Whatever.
blog, exactly, and just post ads there. For some of those people, it could be a little difficult because, again, you need a lot of eyes to be focused on to even have anyone want to put any ads on your blog.
Right. Yeah, totally. And you've got to be you have to have high traffic. Inevitably, basically it could be, multiple angles, and the agencies too, as far as advertising, it's a smart move for somebody that plays their money right. You know what I mean? Like if you hire the right agency, you know what I mean, to run ads for your e-commerce company, and that you've got a winning product that's going to sell like $250,000 gross revenue a month, and you have an ads agency that's going to cost you maybe like $3,000 retainer, and you're going to run $30,000 in ads for the month. I'm just making up numbers here, and you're gonna end up netting something like $185,000 net profit or whatever. Then you played your cards right. You know what I mean?
Right.
So here's the other key. Basically, to get to the core of it, to get into this business, you simply have to master YouTube ads, Facebook ads, branding, content curation and creation, and all that stuff. When you master all of that, then you can run an ads agency.